Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, a funky kind of mono black aggro. No blood on the snows, no crazy blood money-ish stuff this time, just beat 'em to death with Lulth and various other threats and plenty of menace, as we'll get into in just a second. But while you absorb the deck list, just want to take one more moment to let you guys know that I'm raising money for Extra Life charity. There's a link below in the description. So if you enjoyed all the content over the last few days, including the Commander content, the 1000 days hype video, and of course the streak itself, however many days of the streak you might feel excited about, I encourage you to donate to Extra Life if you have a few spare dollars in your pocket, if you're doing well, if you're out there killing it in the arena of life, as many of you are. It would mean a lot to me. I appreciate you, and I'm not going to be raising the roof about it every single day for those of you who love to post how annoyed you get when people talk about charity. Yeah, I hear you. I know. But we're doing it anyway. Some things are more important than your viewing experience for just a couple minutes. All right, and that couple of minutes has passed. Let's talk about mono black aggro. So, original deck building credit to Gregors Kowalski Ehrlich on Twitter, a Magic the Gathering pro who has a Patreon and writes decks and sideboard guides for people who like to copy his interesting style of competitive builds. So, this is mono black aggro. This is not a Blood on the Snow deck, but in best of 3, the sideboard does have Blood on the Snow. I thought, let's keep the Snowlands. We get to run Faceless Haven, which is, of course, an amazing monocolored snow payoff, and the opponent thinks we have Blood on the Snow. Sometimes that can be worth something. But for best of 1, I didn't make many changes. There were 2 Field of Ruins. I trimmed it down to 1. I want to be able to actually have enough black mana to cast all the spells early. I didn't see too many uses for the Field of Ruins. You don't get to play that long. I just wanted 1 in case the opponent pulls out Book of Exalted Deeds, something like that. Of course, Field of Ruin, very, very good against all the creature lands in the format, but most of the time, these cards get around them quite well. In the 1-drop spot, we've got 4 Shambling Gas and 4 Eye Twitch, which is right up my alley. We've seen plenty of that, but a card that I don't often play with them is Eaten Alive. For 1 black, this sorcery says that you can cast this spell, you have to sacrifice a creature or pay an additional 3 in a black, 5 total mana. But you get to exile target creature or planeswalker. Getting to sacrifice your Eye Twitches and Shambling Gas as opposed to using Necrotic Fumes, which exiles them, means that you still get your death triggers, and it's an extremely cheap way to plow the road and attack the opponent down. Then we've also got 3 copies of Meathook Massacre, which is a fun way to kind of burn the opponent out, killing your own things, as well as, of course, sweep the board and give us game against mono white. 4 copies of Skyclave Shade to bring the beat down and keep bringing the beat down, because every time you play a land, you can cast this again from your graveyard. Jadar, the Ghoul Caller of Nephalia, a card we haven't played much on the channel, but it's been in a lot of the decks I've brewed and tried to make work. In this deck, it's next to a lot of other pressure, and it's legendary, so you don't want too many. So it works out pretty well. 2 Infernal Grasp, just reach out and kill something. Combined with Eaten Alive, we've got a lot of unconditional types of Doomblade-ish removal. Losing 2 life isn't great, but killing their thing sure is. Deadly Dispute, 3 copies. Unlike the other decks I build with Deadly Dispute, where the main plan is to cast Deadly Dispute on the very first moment that we can, and then ramp into more powerful things like Blood on the Snow, in this deck we want some aggressive presence, so we don't want to sacrifice something right away. Deadly Dispute is a little bit of a refill, not our turn 2 play of choice. Then we've got 4 copies of Sedgemoor Witch. We saw this in a Dimir build a few days ago. This card is really on the uptick. In this deck, there aren't that many spells. So if you look at it, there's the Lessons from Eye Twitch, there's Eaten Alive, there's Infernal Grasp and Deadly Dispute. Not that many spells to make pests. This is more about the 3 mana for the 3/2 Menace with the Ward of Pay 3 life, which is a very good, fast, and aggressive card to put a clock on the opponent. They can't deal with it easily without paying the life. Then we've got 4 copies of Lulth, the Spider Queen. Dun da da da. Still really good in this deck. The spiders are the true payoff here. Getting to make that 4 power of Menace across 2 bodies to help continue to push the opponent and finish the game. Also, the -8 actually comes up because we have many of our own creatures that will die. And then the -8 might help with a finishing kind of move presence occurrence. But the -8 usually doesn't come up. Here, it could be a thing. And then in the mana base, 4 Faceless Havens, 3 Hives. And the sideboard, the main thing I changed to add more lessons: Necrotic Fumes, Confront the Past, Expanded Anatomy because we're a more aggressive deck, 1 Mascot Exhibition, and 2 Sciences. I'm excited to play this. Hopefully it can put a clock on those control decks before they get to do their Is It Epiphany shenanigans, while still doing a number on the aggro decks thanks to the presence of cards like Meat Hook Massacre and the general just annoyingness that the small black creatures like Shambling Ghast and Eye Twitch create. So let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. We go first. Yes! Oh my god. It's a good day. I'm actually recording this in a few hours before the Streak 1000 video comes out, so kind of nervous, excited about today. Not sure what's going to happen. Not sure if everybody else will be as excited as me or even care. But it feels like a good day. Like there's something in the air. There's a cleric class in the air. Okay, we're gonna give them the business. Prosperous Innkeeper, huh? You want to block? No. All right, let's get the Witch down. Menace, Menace, Menace. This deck really does lean on Menace quite a bit when it comes to the Witch and the Lulth and the Hives. That's a card. All right. Enters the battlefield, note your life total. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if your life total is greater than or equal to the last noted life total. Then note your life total. Whenever you cast a white spell, gain a life. So, as long as their life total keeps going down, we're winning. I feel like I can accommodate that. Huzzah. Of course, they're going to cling to that Innkeeper like life itself. Let's hang on to Eaten Alive. I think we can do better. I know they can gain some life here, but eventually they have to put some body here that can block. There it is. And that can be the thing we kill. By the way, back up to 19 now. Good lord. Good lord. Not like this. Holy crap. Up to 21. Up to 21, you say? I'm trying to think if I want to recast the Shade. I don't have anything else to do with my mana, do I? So maybe that's got to be the play here, so I can also attack for 2. Okay, down to 16. Last noted life total was... Hello? 11. Really? 11? That's so much. How did they do that? Shenanigans. That's so much life gain. Do I have to kill this? Do I have to kill one of these? This exiles, right? Oh man, do I have to kill one of these? I got so much mana. Each creature gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 life. Good lord. Good lord. But there'll definitely be something else I need to remove with Eaten Alive, right? Right? I don't know, man. I feel like this setup as it is now will become absolutely overwhelming. We gotta set him back a little. Noted life total, 16. Okay. No, not like this. The hell? Guys, are we just dead? This doesn't feel... it doesn't feel good. It feels bad. And now there's a 5/5 that I can't even get through. Let's see what they do. Block the shade, block the shade, block the shade. Then I can sweep my own board. That'll fix the problem I have. Okay. All right, got him under 16. I feel like I hit some kind of an achievement. You meet in a tavern. Look at the top 5. Reveal any number of creatures. Put them into your hand. What the hell? What is going on? I mean, is this shade even going to get through next turn? Do I have any choice? If I put them to 7 and then they play an innkeeper and a priest, maybe I can force a block with that priest. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is this life gain factory. Give me my blue-white control deck. Somebody needs to show them. Celestial Unicorn? You've got to be joking. Okay. I can hook them for 3. They're at... Okay, the last note of life total was 8. I can attack with 2 Menace creatures. But they have a million cards to play anyway. Letting them draw extra cards here is not that big of a deal. I think we need to get Lolth on the field. I am going to stay aggressive, though. This thing's going to be huge, though, isn't it? All of these are going to be huge. Oh my god. Like, I don't have enough mana to cover this. Oh my god. Did I have to kill that innkeeper? No, that doesn't stop the splendor. Oh god, I'm so salty. Watch tournament level decks get absolutely punked by life gain today on this episode of the CGB show. At 13. Think we're hooking again. We gotta get rid of that innkeeper. Good block.
My will cannot be denied. Aren't I generous?
Go team!
Slay our enemies.
I'm trying, Lolth. I'm trying. Our enemies are being really annoying. Now they get a +1/+1 counter on other things whenever they gain life. These each get bigger. Everything's freaking enormous. God, I hate it so much. I hate it so much right now. All right. If I power up Hive and attack with all of it, I get in 4 damage at the most. Not good enough. Time to start drawing some spells to go with this witch.
Oh, my children.
That is a land. That is a shade. I'm pretty sure we just lose now. I think this is like the turning of the tide where we absolutely can't win the game anymore. We've already used 2 meat hooks. There's only 1 left. I can't take losing to this trash. God, it hurts. Oh my god, it hurts. Mono black life gain. Pro player Gregors Kowalski wasn't considering the green-white all life gain cards meta when this deck was created. A serious blunder, a serious oversight. The pro mind pays no respect. Attacking Lulth, LOL. Everybody attacking Lulth, alright. Alright, everybody, defend our Spider Queen! We must do it.
Substitute a gift in exchange for loyalty.
What a great time to draw all land.
Good minions are loyal. And
I look calm, but I am seething. That last frickin' disgusting, degenerate life gain deck has me seething. And I'm gonna take it out on whoever this poor soul is. We've got Fading Hope. Gonna need a land off the top. Oh, they don't have Fading Hope. They have Otherworldly Gaze. Look at the top 3. Put any number into your graveyard and the rest back on top with Flashback. You gotta have a lot of graveyard synergy for that card to be anything other than a piece of trash. It's very card negative. But maybe your deck is either Demi-Lich or Delver, right? Those are the 2 things I can think of that using that isn't a complete joke. Great, is it? My favorite. Everybody's favorite. Yeah, we need Covert Go Fast on this one. If they have a Jwari Disruption, this is really bad. Flashback Otherworldly Gaze. All right. They kept 2 on top last time, so if they have a sweeper here, it's Massacre. I guess we could top a land and then Shambling Gas into a treasure and then play a Lulth. Could be fun. Prismari Command. Good. Pay 3 life. That's what the witch is here for. Okay, 4th land. Should have played the hook first. We could have had that Decayed trigger as a point of damage. Don't know why I did that. Just being an idiot. Let's hope this doesn't come down to 1 point of damage so I can sleep tonight. Ifrit Flame Painter. You maniac. Kick in the door. +1/+1 counter gains haste. And into a dungeon. What a memer. Okay, what are they gonna get back? The command? I guess? And then the command can discard. It can draw discard, so then they can put something else in the graveyard to get back. That's cool. See what they do with it. They're going to dig and make treasure. They're going to try to pop off. They might be setting up to protect their Flame Painter. They discard Galvanic Iteration. Oh god, I hate you. You're trying to copy Epiphanies. What else would somebody do in this meta? I thought you were cool for a second. You're not. You're pointless and hopeless, and I hope you die. Yep, that's Halron's Epiphany. Good job. All right, we have to kill him. So 7 drops to 4, drops to 3. This sacrifice 2 can target this 1. I can see how to get my opponent to 1. Oh no, that 1 life does come back. Okay, all right, figure it out. Figure it out. Oh, creature an opponent controls? I actually didn't know that. Never had to read that part of the card. Now, okay, I didn't miss lethal. I didn't miss lethal, guys. That 1 life, totally irrelevant here. Okay. Well.
Are you enraptured by my...
Why did it have to be creature and opponent controls? I don't think they can take the 1, because then they can't clear the way for the Flame Painter. I think they've got to block this. We play the Loaf before combat because now it gets an extra loyalty. Oh, okay. All right. How do you do it? You have a way to make this unblockable? Double something. Man, that 1 life, I am going to be kicking myself. The 1 life, I should have played the Meat Hook Massacre before the undead token died. For some reason, I thought it was at end step. It's at end of combat. I should know this by now. Interesting. But how do you survive the spiders? Kick in the frickin' door. Gotta love that venturing into the dungeon. Easy block. Easy death. Okay. Shake it off. Shake it off. Sure. Get him. Let's take to the skies. I'm often like, I don't know, Shambling Ghast, Eye Twitch. I love them both. Shambling Ghast was always the better one in the Blood on the Snow deck because you could use Deadly Dispute with it to mega ramp. But here I think it's Eye Twitch. I think Eye Twitch's evasive damage is a little bit better in this version. Usha. Goblin Javelineer. Wow. Give them the business. Who's the beatdown? They are. Why did they play this first? They just really like their Javelineer? I feel like the Usher is a better card. I don't know. I might block with the eye twitch, go fetch something nice, get myself something nice. Like putting some counters on this witch. Could be good against Boros. What are they doing? I don't know if it's right to wait on the anatomy, because now our opponent can hold up like a burn spell and kill the witch in response to the anatomy. But we still get 2 pests and they pay 3 life. So part of me says that's fine. But who knows what this player has up their sleeve? Okay. Pay 3. Charger. Lolth. Lolth will die, but the spiders will attack. We're actually racing the opponent very effectively here. Very, very effectively. All 1-drops in Showdown. Simple deck concept for a simple Boros gamer. If you're a simple gamer and you see Showdown and 1-drops and you hit like, go ahead and like this video because they're in this video. Oof. I mean, you're dead? Okay. I'll take them. We take it. On the play. No 1-drop. We only run 10 of them. No big deal. We'll just Jadar and Skyclave Shade and give them the business. Mono white? Okay. Meathook Massacre is going to have to work overtime. The Skyclave Shade is basically Deadly Dispute fodder. Because Mono White's probably going to outrace it. Clarion, on. Clarion, Clarion. Interesting choices. We can put out Jadar and Eye Twitch. We could hold back Jadar till after a Meathook Massacre. We could sacrifice the Shade or the Eye Twitch and draw 2 and make a treasure. How aggressive can we really be? I think that what we have to prepare to do is Meathook Massacre. And remember, we have Paladin class, so we can't do this at instant speed. So I'm just going to do this. We're going to play for the long game here. Going to be a control deck. If I were more worried about beatdowns, I'd save the Shade, sacrifice the Eye Twitch, then take 2 damage to the Spirit. Oh, I hate this card. God, I've learned to hate this card. This is so evil. Now they see 2 Meathook Massacres. Unfortunately, we drew 1 off the Dispute. So they're gonna be in a hole trying to pace their threats. They're not in a good spot though. Actually, let's save this. Let's get Lolth on the field before we hook.
I will show you what we will slay our enemies.
So we saved the Eye Twitch to defend Lolth. Pretty good deal. Now, as we hook things away, the opponent's losing life, we're gaining life, Lolth is gaining more counters, we make more spiders. It's a match made in heaven. We've done this with Blood on the Snow plenty of times. Had a feeling the opponent would go for level 2. But they don't have a good attack step. Not really. Sus? Whoa. I mean... Okay. Very sus. White deck not know what to do if cannot attack.
And I, the generous one.
I mean, I wish I could use thanks without the opponent saying nice first, because I would say thanks right there. That was a gift.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
Let's develop the board a little bit. We could play the eye twitch. Let's bring out the shade, you know? If it dies, good. Comes back again and again. This will put some pressure on their life total. Yeah, I think the path for my opponent is Paladin class level 3. Because Paladin class level 3 means I can't block and trade with the creatures. But we could just let Lolth die and attack the opponent. Ooh. Is that the play? I think it is. They're going to take so much damage here.
But I'll be waiting.
And they are tapped out from Field of Ruin. And now they're at 6. They can double strike all they want to. Let's go wide. Paladin class is only good when you're attacking, and right now you've got to learn how to block. This is what's really fun about this deck. If the opponent like suspects, or in this case knows because of Elite, about the Meat Hook Massacre, and they hold back and don't build a board, you can just build your board anyway, because the Meat Hook, when you have a board, it's a burn spell. It's lethal. So you can just put out all your stuff and be like, deal with it. Deal with it, or I'll kill it myself to burn you to death. Good deals. Interesting to see Field of Ruins instead of Faceless Havens. It's almost like the opponent wants to be a little bit of a control deck. I mean, are you dead? You look dead. They might Field of Ruin this. Like, who cares? Sigrid God Favored, huh? There's something you don't see every day. So, enters the battlefield, exile an attacking or blocking creature until it leaves the battlefield. Has first strike, has protection from gods. So, these all have Menace. So, you're still dead. You needed to exile the Hive, block the Shade. But you didn't read the card, did ya? Did ya? Ooh. Goodbye. Moroxus of Keld. Nice hand. On the play, too. Okay. Love it. Let's see what our opponent plays here. Figure out if we're playing the Shade or the Jadar. Blue mana. Let's play Jadar. The card I'm thinking of the most here is Fading Hope, the new unsummon. Whereas if they bounce Jadar, they still take 2 from the zombie. If they bounce the zombie, they still take a punch from Jadar. Skyclave Shade, they can bounce the whole thing. I also tend to suspect when they play a turn 1 Jwari that they have another one because of how fine the shuffler is. And if they're going to Jwari something, I want it to be the Shade because I can get it back. What a tank. Oh god, what do I do? I got 1 removal spell. They got 3 creatures. What do I do? Is it gamers, am I right? Tank, tank, tank on every single pause of priority and every phase, but do actual nothing. Am I right, guys? Am I right? I would never be like that. Never. Never. Cinderclasm, yes, of course. Come out again. Get him. It is very sad that mono white is the most popular deck in the meta, and this deck, it gets beat up by Cinderclasm worse than mono white does. You didn't think anything could get beat up by Cinderclasm worse than mono white, but when you look at Eyetwitch, Shambling Gas, Jadar, Skyclave Shade, Forsworn Paladin, Sedgemoor Witch, and the Spiders, actual everything we have dies to Cinderclasm unless you count the creature lands. It's disgusting. We didn't draw the land for Lolth. That is sad. We didn't draw the land to replay the Shade. That is also shit. That is also very sad. Not good, guys. That did not go the way I hoped. I was gonna draw land, play land, flashback the Shade, also play the Paladin, have Lolth for next turn. Opponent is Sweeper Central Gamer. We are just not good. We are just mediocre beatdown. This is not gonna end well. I don't know, our hand was sweet. That missing land was a problem. Actually, we've only drawn one land. We had to get the other with Sciences. Ooh, okay. Little variance action. I got no time. I don't have time for this. Gotta know when you're beat, guys. All right, matchmaker, how about not is it for the third game in a row? I'm getting tired of having to scoop in a bad mood. Well, we're on the play and we have a 1-drop. That's already better than I've done in a few games. That's not bad. Mulligan from the opponent. Do it again. Do it again. Go. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Hand smoothing algorithm. You just don't see moles to 5 very much. Something that's a good thing. I miss them. I miss my opponent going to 5, then 4, then 3. Of course, Tybalt's Trickery got banned. That also reduced this beautiful occasion, which I'd become so attached to. I think we're waiting for something better here. That's rude. Do you go after the rare with all the text, or the uncommon you know about? Bully them into a decision. Maybe they'll make the wrong one. What a terrible draw so far. Wow, how hard can you make mono white? Imagine actually thinking. I'm gonna pay 3 life for that. Nothing like drawing more Sedgemoor Witches than lands. That's cool. That's really cool. I guess this makes a 3/3, so we'll try that. Let's hold the Forsworn Paladin back. We might have to block the Stonebinder's Familiar if somehow they exile a card from our hand with, say, an Elite Spellbinder. It's been a bad run. It's been a terrible last 3 games. Unbearable. 3 lands. Is it my birthday? Since when do we draw 3 lands? Since we're on the draw, that's when. All right. Is it again? Delver. Okay. Okay, Delver. I've got an eye twitch. Can you flip? That wasn't a snap reveal, was it? Okay, okay. 1 card off the top is not an instant or sorcery. Jwari Disruption? If we get Jwari'd here, is it that bad? It's not great. B, aggressive. B-E, aggressive. I guess Jwari now on the Jadar. Let's just Infernal Grasp the Delver if it flips. Let's just be patient. They did nothing with their mana. We can... Ooh. Ooh. Punished for attacking. Punished badly for attacking. Okay. Let's see if they flip. No. All right. 2 straight non-spells. So creatures or lands. Hoppet Stitcher. That's a target. So, what's the most important thing to kill? It's got to be the Stitcher, right? Because if this doesn't flip, the Eye Twitch can kick back and stare at the adversary. Hold that Eaten Alive. All right. They reveal a Jwari Disruption. Not the greatest counter. But they did get to flip their Insectile Aberration. Apparition. Aberration. Aberration. Okay, they have drawn a lot of land. They might still have more based on the way the game was going. Well? Wow. Yeah, you pull that adversary back. That adversary. It's our adversary. Jadar provides things to get eaten alive, so we'll block here with Eye Twitch. We don't need land. I was thinking Fumes. Well, gone. Nice. We do not run Jadar into a Faceless Haven. Faceless Haven might do a beating on me, though. If they have an untapped blue, which they could definitely have another land, the way this game has gone. Oh, it's a tap land. That's why I don't play Hall in these decks when I play them. Like, Haven's good enough. Because think of how sweet it would be to power up Haven attack here and then have Jwari or some other counter open. Be frickin' sweet. As it is, it keeps us from casting Lulth, but we can play Eaten Alive. See if they have a Fading Hope here to bounce the adversary. I will pay 1. They might just not want me to power up my Haven. All right, the Flyers are out. Take that, go to 18. Little throat jab from Jadar. Yeah, that you don't want to power up that hall. Don't power up the hall. That's not the move. Okay, that's good. Down to 9. Shade. If we go for Shade, we can also power up Haven and attack with that. If we play Lulth and get it countered, I feel like that's one of the ways we lose the game pretty badly. They might also bounce the Haven, though. I don't know, man. Lulth resolving is really good, but there's a good chance it doesn't. Like Disdainful Stroke, negate. But would they have negated these? I think they would have. I think Lulth has a decent chance of resolving. Definite pause. Must be another Jwari.
Subservience will be rewarded. I will cull the weak.
How do you get out of this? Real page turner we've got here. Divide on Jadar gets teachings. Teachings gets cards. That's a really bad turn, though. Falling way behind on the board. Alright, Fading Hope helps a little. Not enough, in my opinion, but better than nothing. Pressure, 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 baby. Oh my gosh, am I really? Yes, I am.
I return to the my power is for annihilation.
Throwing my wealth away for all this menace. We are mono black aggro anyway. Doesn't say control on this particular video title. Haven up. Not sure how they get out of it, but let's make them have whatever it is and more. Spectral Adversary. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. You get to target the Haven. Did I already play my land for turn? This could actually steal it with Hall of the Storm Giants. They're still taking 7 here, so they have to block, but they can block Jadar. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think they stole it. Well done. If I can... Well, let's see. Did I play my land? I don't remember. I should have tried playing around Spectral Adversary. It's not a card you have to play around often, but I did know that they run it. So it's on me. Okay, we didn't play the land. And they can't pay the life for the ward for the witch, so we should be able to block this haul. But they could have Alrund's Epiphany. They really could have Alrund's Epiphany. That would also do it. Spirit. Man, they were so close. If we weren't able to play the witch there, all that they had to do was power up the hall. It's a good show from the opponent. They could have another adversary. And they're passing with plenty of mana open. And we have... Let's see. What can they do? They can phase... 2 things. And then they can block 1. So even an adversary here, they're still dead. Whew, close one. They gave us a good run. And we are back for the post-game wraps. Tough day in the arena today for Mono Black Aggro. We pulled 4 and 5 out of 53 minutes. I think I was insanely unlucky for a good amount of time. Just one of those runs where nothing seems to go right in the arena for about 3 games in a row. So, I mean, that happens. That happens a lot. But if I'm trying to, like, tell you about the deck, I think that the Blood and the Snow decks are better in best of 1 because of the prevalence of aggro and because of just having a decent plan there. And it's tough for Blood and the Snow to be Is It? It almost never does. But I think you're kind of better off punting that matchup and making sure you roll aggro. At least that's my own bias, of course, and that's the way that I lean. This deck felt just too common, like it was getting incidental hate. What I mean by that is the Is It decks in best of 1 are going to play cards like Crush the Weak, and they're going to play cards like Cinderclasm that they don't play in the main deck in best of 3. Those cards are for mono white, but they wreck your aggressive attempts from mono black as well. Absolutely destroy you. And you don't have that sideboard option to pivot. So I think this is much better deck in best of 3. In best of 1, if you're going to be aggressive in black, I think that it takes some rework. And one card I'm working on is like Tainted Adversary. The mono black zombie list with Draco Lich is probably also a really good way to be aggressive in black. This version, a little bit too easy for the opposition to cut the legs out from under. So I wouldn't recommend it in best of 1, but I recommend it 100% for best of 3. And if you want to find the list, check out Cool Jets, a friend of mine who got second in the Degenerate Gaming Open with the deck, and also Ehrlich on Twitter, Gregors Kowalski's Patreon, because in best of 3, it's a really, really sweet build. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.